Welcome to our YouTube audiobook journey through the captivating realm of English Chaucerian poetry. In this immersive exploration, we delve into the enchanting world of Geoffrey Chaucer, a literary pioneer of the Middle Ages whose poetic legacy continues to resonate through the annals of English literature. Chaucer's contributions are akin to a rich tapestry woven from the threads of wit, humor, social commentary, and an acute observation of human nature. Our audiobook will serve as your guide through the intricacies of his works, allowing you to appreciate the linguistic nuances and historical context that shaped his artistry. As we traverse the pages of Chaucer's iconic, The Canterbury Tales, we'll encounter a diverse cast of characters, each with their own tales to tell. From the rebel to the profound, these narratives provide a snapshot of medieval society, its values, quirks, and aspirations. We'll unravel the layers of allegory and satire that Chaucer expertly wove into his stories, offering a glimpse into the medieval mindset. Beyond The Canterbury Tales, we'll also immerse ourselves in Chaucer's lesser-known gems, including his dream visions and lyrical compositions. His innovative use of the English language, at a time when Latin was the dominant literary medium, showcases his trailblazing spirit and contributes to the evolution of the language we know today. Throughout this audiobook, we'll unpack the meter, rhyme schemes, and linguistic complexities that characterize Chaucer's poetry. We'll delve into the linguistic evolution of Middle English and the challenges it poses to modern readers, while offering guidance to unlock the hidden treasures concealed within the verses. Whether you are a literature enthusiast, a student delving into historical linguistics, or simply curious about the roots of English poetry, our YouTube audiobook on English Chaucerian poetry promises to be an enriching odyssey. So, sit back, relax, and allow the timeless words of Geoffrey Chaucer to transport you to a bygone era, where tales of knights, pilgrims, and fantastical worlds await your eager ears. English Chaucerian poetry refers to the poetic works of Geoffrey Chaucer, a medieval English poet often regarded as the father of English literature. Chaucer's contributions marked a pivotal moment in the evolution of the English language and literature, transitioning from Old English to Middle English and influencing subsequent generations of poets and writers. His most famous work, The Canterbury Tales, stands as a masterpiece of Chaucerian poetry, but his influence extends far beyond this iconic collection. Historical context and language transition. Geoffrey Chaucer lived in the 14th century, a time of significant societal and linguistic changes in England. The Norman conquest of 1066 had brought about a fusion of Old English, Anglo-Saxon, and Norman French, giving rise to Middle English. Chaucer's writings capture the ongoing linguistic transformation, and his work played a vital role in shaping the English language as we know it today. The Canterbury Tales. This is Chaucer's magnum opus and one of the most celebrated works in English literature. Written in the late 14th century, it consists of a collection of stories told by a diverse group of pilgrims on a journey to the shrine of Thomas Becket in Canterbury Cathedral. Each pilgrim represents a distinct social class and profession, and their tales encompass a wide range of genres, from romance and allegory to satire and fabliaux, humorous, often bawdy tales. This work provides a vivid snapshot of medieval English society, reflecting its customs, values, and concerns. Linguistic style and form. Chaucer's poetry showcases a remarkable command of linguistic variety and style. His writing reflects the linguistic diversity of his time, with influences from Old English, French, Latin, and Italian. He employed iambic pentameter and other metrical forms, along with intricate rhyme schemes, which give his work a distinct rhythmic quality. His use of enjambment, continuation of a sentence beyond the end of a line, and elaborate wordplay adds depth and complexity to his verses. Characterization and satire. One of Chaucer's greatest strengths lies in his skillful characterization. Through his vivid descriptions and narratives, he brings his characters to life, infusing them with unique personalities, quirks, and voices. His character-driven tales also serve as platforms for social commentary and satire. Chaucer's observations on human behavior, moral dilemmas, and the foibles of various professions remain relevant and thought-provoking to this day. Dream visions and other works. In addition to The Canterbury Tales, Chaucer composed a series of dream vision poems, such as The Book of the Duchess, The House of Fame, and The Parliament of Fowls. These poems often explore themes of love, politics, and the relationship between reality and dreams. Chaucer's versatility shines through in his ability to engage with a wide range of topics while experimenting with different poetic forms. Legacy and influence. Chaucer's impact on English literature cannot be overstated. His innovative use of the English language helped establish it as a legitimate medium for literary expression. His influence extended to later poets like Edmund Spenser, William Shakespeare, and beyond. Chaucer's works also served as a source of inspiration for the Renaissance and subsequent literary movements. Let's delve deeper into some additional aspects of English Chaucerian poetry that were not covered in the previous response. Influence of Italian literature. Chaucer's exposure to Italian literature, especially the works of Dante, Petrarch, and Boccaccio, greatly influenced his writing style. He borrowed narrative techniques, themes, and even specific tales from these Italian poets. For instance, Troilus and Chryside is a poem inspired by Boccaccio's Il Filostrato, and Chaucer's adaptation showcases his ability to infuse his own cultural and linguistic sensibilities into foreign material. Religious and spiritual themes. While Chaucer's work often includes worldly themes, he also explored religious and spiritual topics. His poem, The Parson's Tale, in The Canterbury Tales, is a long treatise on penance and repentance, offering moral and theological insights. Chaucer's approach to faith in the church is multifaceted, ranging from sincere devotion to scathing criticism of the clergy. Narrative framing and storytelling techniques. One of the distinctive features of The Canterbury Tales is its intricate narrative structure. The pilgrimage serves as a framing device within which various individual tales are told. This technique allows Chaucer to juxtapose diverse perspectives and genres, creating a dynamic and multifaceted literary experience for the reader. Social mobility and class dynamics. Chaucer was keenly aware of the changing social dynamics of his time, and this awareness is reflected in his work. His characters often navigate issues of social status, mobility, and identity. The portrayal of characters from different social classes in The Canterbury Tales offers a window into the complexities of medieval society, highlighting the aspirations and challenges faced by individuals from various backgrounds. Feminine perspectives. Chaucer's portrayal of female characters in his works is nuanced and diverse. From the strong-willed wife of Bath to the virtuous Chryside, he presents a range of female experiences in Voices. His depiction of women challenges contemporary stereotypes and offers a glimpse into the agency and complexity of women's lives in medieval society. Language evolution and accessibility. Chaucer's writing played a crucial role in shaping the Middle English language. His works are often cited as important landmarks in the linguistic transition from Old English to Modern English. While Chaucer's language might appear challenging to modern readers, his writing offers an opportunity to explore the historical evolution of English vocabulary, syntax, and grammar. Manuscript context. Understanding the manuscripts in which Chaucer's works are preserved can shed light on their reception and transmission. These manuscripts, which vary in terms of content and order, offer insights into how Chaucer's work was circulated, revised, and appreciated by different generations of readers. Literary criticism and interpretation. Chaucer's works have been subject to diverse interpretations and critical analyses over the centuries. Different schools of thought have approached his writing from angles such as feminism, post-colonialism, and cultural studies. Exploring the range of critical perspectives on Chaucer's poetry can enrich one's understanding of its enduring significance. In summary, English Chaucerian poetry is a multifaceted realm encompassing historical, linguistic, social, and literary dimensions. Chaucer's contributions extend far beyond The Canterbury Tales, encompassing a wide array of themes, techniques, and influences that reflect the complexities of his era and continue to resonate with readers and scholars today. Chaucer's experimentation with poetic forms and styles showcases his innovative spirit. His use of the rhyme royal, a 7-line stanza with a fixed rhyme scheme, is particularly notable. This form adds a distinct musicality to his poetry while allowing for narrative flexibility. Chaucer's skill in creating memorable characters is exemplified by his general prologue to The Canterbury Tales. Through vivid descriptions, he captures the essence of each pilgrim, often using physical attributes, attire, and behaviors to reveal their personalities and societal roles. Chaucer's influence on later English poets is evident not only in direct adaptations and references but also in the emulation of his narrative techniques. Writers like John Milton and Alexander Pope were inspired by Chaucer's storytelling prowess and his ability to blend humor, moral lessons, and social commentary. His thematic exploration of love takes various forms, from courtly love to critiques of romantic conventions. The Book of the Duchess examines themes of grief and consolation, while Troilus and Chryside presents a complex portrayal of love amidst the chaos of the Trojan War. Chaucer's use of humor ranges from gentle wit to satirical humor. The Miller's Tale, for example, is a fabulum known for its bawdy humor and comedic situations, while the Nun's Priest's Tale employs animal fable to convey moral lessons in an engaging manner. The manuscript tradition of Chaucer's works reveals the collaborative nature of medieval writing. Scribes and editors made editorial decisions that sometimes influenced the interpretation and preservation of his texts, leading to variations across different manuscripts. Chaucer's engagement with cultural and historical contexts is evident in his references to contemporary events, social changes, and political developments. These references provide glimpses into the concerns and preoccupations of his time. His use of irony adds layers of meaning to his poems. In the Canterbury Tales, for instance, the contrast between a character's appearance and their true nature often highlights the gap between perception and reality, inviting readers to question appearances. Chaucer's works were not only literary achievements but also social commentaries. His portrayal of corruption within the church, critiques of societal norms, and observations on the human condition reflected the complexities of a changing world. In exploring English Chaucerian poetry, one can uncover not only the artistic brilliance of Geoffrey Chaucer but also the tapestry of medieval society, language evolution, and the enduring power of storytelling to capture the essence of human experiences across time. Chaucer's portrayal of pilgrimage in the Canterbury Tales serves as a metaphorical journey of spiritual and personal discovery. The pilgrimage setting creates a diverse microcosm of medieval society, allowing characters from various walks of life to interact and share their stories. His use of symbolism enriches the layers of meaning within his poems. For example, in The Parliament of Fowls, the bird's assembly serves as an allegory for courtly love, while the dream vision format enhances the dreamlike and allegorical elements of the poem. Chaucer's translation works, such as The Romaunt of the Rose and Bose, demonstrate his engagement with existing literary traditions. These translations provided Chaucer with opportunities to adapt and reshape foreign works to suit his own literary agenda. Chaucer's exploration of human psychology is evident in his characters' inner monologues and reflections. Through these moments, readers gain insight into characters' motivations, fears, and desires, transcending their roles as mere archetypes. His incorporation of dialects and regional variations within Middle English highlights the linguistic diversity of his era. By representing different accents and speech patterns, Chaucer captures the vibrant linguistic tapestry of medieval England. Chaucer's relationship with patrons and his involvement in royal service allowed him to navigate the political landscape of his time. His diplomatic missions exposed him to a wider world, influencing his writing by exposing him to different cultures and experiences. The concept of courtly love, often associated with chivalry and romantic devotion, finds expression in Chaucer's works. His treatment of love ranges from idealized romance to more realistic and satirical depictions. Chaucer's influence extends beyond literature into visual arts. His poetic descriptions of characters' appearances and behaviors offer insights into medieval fashion, social customs, and material culture. The variations in manuscripts and the challenges of deciphering Middle English make Chaucerian scholarship an ongoing endeavor. Scholars continually engage in textual analysis, linguistic study, and historical research to deepen their understanding of Chaucer's works. Chaucer's legacy is a testament to his ability to capture the essence of the human experience. His exploration of themes such as mortality, identity, and social dynamics transcends the medieval context, making his poetry relatable and resonant across centuries. In delving into the realm of English Chaucerian poetry, one encounters a multifaceted tapestry of linguistic innovation, social commentary, narrative experimentation, and timeless themes. Geoffrey Chaucer's literary contributions continue to be a source of inspiration, scholarship, and enjoyment, inviting readers to engage with the past while contemplating the universal aspects of human nature. Chaucer's exploration of gender roles and identities is multifaceted. While he adheres to some conventional gender norms of his time, his characters often challenge these norms through their actions and narratives. The Wife of Bath, for example, subverts traditional expectations of submissive womanhood with her assertive and independent personality. The Legend of Good Women showcases Chaucer's engagement with myth and classical literature. This work features a series of tales about virtuous women from history and legend, revealing his interest in reinterpreting existing narratives within a medieval context. Chaucer's use of rhetorical devices, such as irony, alliteration, and allegory, contributes to the complexity of his poetry. These devices enhance the aesthetic and thematic dimensions of his works, inviting readers to engage with multiple layers of meaning. The notion of pilgrimage in the Canterbury Tales is not only a physical journey but also a spiritual and moral one. As characters share their stories, they undergo personal transformations that mirror their progress as pilgrims seeking enlightenment and redemption. Chaucer's engagement with philosophical ideas is evident in his writings. His adaptation of Boethius's Consolation of Philosophy, in his own Bos, demonstrates his engagement with philosophical concepts related to fate, free will, and the nature of existence. Chaucer's humor often derives from situational irony in the contrasts between characters' expectations and outcomes. The comedic elements in his works highlight the unpredictability of life and the flawed nature of human endeavors. The prologue to The Legend of Good Women showcases Chaucer's self-awareness as an author. He acknowledges criticism of his portrayal of women in previous works and expresses a desire to present a more positive view of women's virtues. Chaucer's influence on the English sonnet tradition is noteworthy. While his sonnets are not as famous as those of later poets like Shakespeare, his contributions to the form demonstrate his versatility as a poet beyond narrative storytelling. Chaucer's linguistic playfulness is evident in his use of puns, double entendres, and wordplay. These linguistic devices contribute to the wit and humor of his works while showcasing his command over the intricacies of the English language. Chaucer's ability to seamlessly transition between different genres, tones, and narrative modes is a testament to his literary skill. His poetry spans from romance to satire, from dream visions to comedic tales, highlighting his adaptability as a writer. In exploring the world of English Chaucerian poetry, we uncover not only the artistic mastery of Geoffrey Chaucer but also a treasure trove of insights into medieval society, philosophy, gender dynamics, and linguistic evolution. His works continue to captivate, challenge, and inspire readers, reminding us of the timeless power of literature to illuminate the human experience across centuries. Chaucer's mastery of characterization extends to his ability to capture psychological nuances. Through the interior monologues and emotional struggles of his characters, he delves into the complexities of human thought and emotion, making his narratives relatable and empathetic across time. The Romaunt of the Rose, an adaptation of the French Roman de la Rose, offers a window into Chaucer's interpretation of courtly love and allegory. This work showcases his skill in adapting foreign material while infusing it with his unique cultural and artistic sensibilities. Chaucer's use of dialogue as a narrative tool is evident in many of his works. The conversational exchanges between characters not only advance the plot but also reveal their personalities, motivations, and worldviews through subtle and direct communication. His utilization of frame narratives, seen not only in the Canterbury Tales, but also in other works like The House of Fame, allows for intricate layers of storytelling. Frame narratives enable Chaucer to weave together multiple narratives, perspectives, and themes into a unified literary tapestry. Chaucer's linguistic experiments extend to his use of dialectal variations and archaic forms. This linguistic diversity adds authenticity to his portrayal of characters from different social backgrounds, regions, and historical periods. Chaucer's engagement with satire goes beyond social commentary. In works like The Miller's Tale and The Reeve's Tale, he employs comedic irony to lampoon various human weaknesses, from vanity to gullibility, creating narratives that entertain while holding a mirror to human folly. Chaucer's innovative narrative techniques are exemplified in his dream visions. Works like The House of Fame blend reality and fantasy, inviting readers to question the nature of truth, perception, and fame, while demonstrating Chaucer's ability to create immersive dreamscapes. Chaucer's influence on the development of English drama is significant. His Canterbury Interlude, also known as The Cook's Tale, hints at his potential contributions to the emerging dramatic tradition of his time. Chaucer's treatment of time in his poems, such as his manipulation of temporal shifts and his exploration of the cyclical nature of human experiences, adds depth to his narratives and highlights his philosophical contemplations. The historical context of Chaucer's life, marked by the 100 Years' War, the Black Death, and political upheaval, shapes the themes and tone of his works. These historical factors provide a backdrop against which his characters' struggles and stories unfold. As we continue to delve into the world of English Chaucerian poetry, we encounter an ever-expanding tapestry of literary, linguistic, philosophical, and historical threads. Geoffrey Chaucer's writings continue to invite readers to unravel their layers, revealing insights into the human condition, the complexities of language, and the enduring power of storytelling. Chaucer's incorporation of classical and biblical references adds depth and resonance to his poetry. These allusions demonstrate his erudition and his ability to connect his narratives with a broader cultural and intellectual framework. The Merchant's Tale offers a unique perspective on marriage, exploring themes of jealousy, aging, and the challenges of conjugal relationships. This tale, known for its complex characters and intricate plotting, delves into the intricacies of human desires and relationships. Chaucer's involvement in London's literary and social circles exposed him to diverse influences. His interactions with fellow writers and thinkers of his time likely contributed to the richness and sophistication of his poetic style. The motif of journeys and voyages is recurrent in Chaucer's works, mirroring both physical and spiritual quests. These journeys serve as metaphors for personal growth, transformation, and the pursuit of knowledge. Chaucer's portrayal of nature reflects a deep appreciation for the natural world. His descriptions of landscapes, seasons, and natural phenomena contribute to the vividness of his narratives and offer glimpses into medieval perceptions of the environment. Chaucer's command of rhetoric is evident in his speeches and monologues. His characters often engage in eloquent discourse, allowing him to explore rhetorical strategies and persuasive techniques within the context of his narratives. The fragmented state of some of Chaucer's manuscripts has led to ongoing debates and discussions among scholars regarding the intended order and arrangement of his works. These debates highlight the complexities of interpreting historical texts and the challenges of piecing together literary legacies. Chaucer's engagement with folklore and myth is reflected in his incorporation of supernatural elements and legendary figures. Works like The Wife of Bath's Tale, with its Arthurian connections, showcase his ability to merge folkloric traditions with his literary creations. Chaucer's exploration of individual identity and social roles is multifaceted. His characters often grapple with questions of self-identity, status, and the desire for self-expression within the constraints of their societal positions. The varying tones and styles across Chaucer's works showcase his adaptability as a poet. From the ribald humor of the fabliaux to the elevated language of his dream visions, Chaucer demonstrates his ability to navigate diverse literary registers. As we continue to delve into the realm of English Chaucerian poetry, we uncover an ever-evolving mosaic of themes, techniques, and influences that reflect the complexity of Chaucer's artistry. His writings remain a timeless testament to the power of language, storytelling, and creative expression to transcend temporal boundaries and resonate with generations of readers.